Hey guys, welcome to my FaderPro course. I'm Deniz Koyu, DJ and producer from Germany. I've been making music for more than 10 years, almost 15 years now, and I've been DJing for around 8 years. I've made remixes for David Guetta, Zed, Alesso, but also bands like Royksop or Mike Snow. And I've been working together with other DJ artists like Fedde and Dirty South, also Alesso and others. I've been playing all around the world. I've played at Ultra Music Festival, Tomorrowland, Creamfields, EDC. I've had a residency in Las Vegas for a long time. And yeah, now I'm actually here in my studio in Germany, and I'm going to show you the production of my latest song, Don't Wait, featuring Example. Yeah, so those chords are really simple. It looks a bit complicated here in this MIDI, but it's really super simple. It looks complicated because those are all doubled. Yeah, so this is just one octave higher. I could just delete them, it would be the same. Just doubled up, and those chords are really simple. This is a B minor, and then I think it's coming up, F sharp minor, I think is the next one. Yeah, F sharp minor. With this C sharp in the bass, and then here comes an A, bum, bum. And then it turns into, by the way, this is a cool thing here in Cubase. You can select MIDI notes, and then here it tells you the chord type, which is really cool. I love that feature in Cubase. I think no other DAW has that feature. I love it. This is my favorite delay plugin, mostly because you have this style section here, and those are basically some cool filters for your delay, and they all sound great. And you have the saturation here, and then this groove section where you can add some shuffle and swing. It sounds really amazing. It's my favorite delay plugin for sure. Okay, so I would use dual echo here, and let's play around with this. Maybe something like this. Okay. Okay, now here in the style section, you can play around with that and try to find a cool sound. I like to use the Echoplex, I like that one a lot, or also the chorus ones, which could be cool on this sound because this sound is very clean by itself. And if the delay has a chorus on it, then you have some, you play around with the sound a bit more. So let's try out that one. Yeah. Then I always put some high cut on my reverbs and delays, both. And it's cool you have that EQ basically here right in that plugin. So I would always increase the high cut a bit. Also the low cut, although in this case it doesn't matter because this plug sound doesn't even have low frequencies. But in general, it's a send effect, so I might use it later on for other effects. So it's good to put that low cut up here. Yeah, in this synth you have just 2 oscillators and then a sub oscillator. Just you have one saw oscillator and then a square oscillator. For this one, I'm gonna turn off the square one. I don't want the sub oscillator. I just want the saw, which is turned on here. And honestly, I think I just kept it completely like this. It's basically the default sound that I just used because it sounded great. I just did a few things with the processing, which I'm going to show now, but yeah. It's just the basic saw. Okay, now this is completely mono at the moment. I want to give it some space, but I don't want to add a chorus or a stereo effect, because I like the sound of this raw saw. And what I usually do if in a situation like this is I just add a small reverb, because as soon as you add a small reverb, you do give it some stereo width without actually changing the sound. Because yeah, if I could turn on the chorus here, it has a chorus effect 2 types, but that completely changes the sound. It's not what I'm looking for. It makes it sound washed out because it's a chorus, and yeah, I want to keep it clean and just, yeah, I want that raw, kind of aggressive saw sound. So in this case now I'm going to use an insert effect instead of a send, and I'm going to work with a vintage verb again. And let's put down the mix to 30% or something like that. The decay, I'll make it short, less than a second. I would go for concert hall is okay for now. Size a bit less. High cut. Okay, let's see.
You said I was for far too long away. I said I know, but I will find a way to be here longer, be by your side for days. And you said okay, but please don't. You said I was for far too long away. I said I know, but I will find a way to be here longer, be by your side for days. And you said okay, but please don't make me wait. Never gonna shoot me down. I said I'm gonna be around. Give me a chance to prove it.
Okay, so this is the main vocal file here. That's the lead voice, and I just put the RVox, which is always my to-go compressor to just get started when I have raw vocal files, raw recordings. This is my to-go compressor just to do the first step of compression, because it really sounds great on vocals and it's so easy to use. You just pull down the compression, and the way it does the attack and release time is set in this compressor. It just sounds best to my ears for vocals, so I always put that first. I guess this must be a low cut, yeah. This is the Mackie Q, which I like to use to add some of that air band here, which is great for the high end, especially on vocals. It sounds very warm and kind of similar to the music that I showed before. It sounds musical and natural. That's this, and then the LA2A, which I always love to use on vocals. Same thing, like similar to the RVox. You just use the gain reduction, the peak reduction, and then the gain. It just this. You don't have to play around with the attack time and the release time. You just use it this way, and it works for me. It works great on vocals. So that's here, and then de-esser. Another thing that just to mention it right now before I forget about it, I always check my mono mix, which is really important, I think, because especially for club tracks, you want to make sure that you don't, like when you switch it to mono, when you listen to your song in mono, make sure that all the sounds are still kind of clear, that not like some of the sounds disappear and something sounds washed out all of a sudden and you can't really hear one of your sounds anymore. So what I do is, I could do it on my mixer here, but I'm just going to use the BX control. And then you have the option to solo your mono part and your stereo part of your master signal. So yeah, let's just listen to the mono part right now. I'm just going to play it and then solo the mono part. So. So now when you listen to it in mono, you can detect a bunch of issues here. First of all, most importantly, the snare drum completely disappears in the mono part, and I don't want that to happen. So we got to look into it, what the issue is here with the snares. All right, so the vocal sounds great to me. So now I want to start building the beat elements. And for the beat and the break, I actually used the machine here. And I'm really new to this. I just got it like a month ago. So I'm really a total amateur because I didn't have the time yet to really read the manual and everything. I just played around for a little bit. But I guess I managed to come up with a cool beat for this song on this machine. So let me just add it here. It's going to be hard really to find the exact same samples that I use, but just in general, I mean, I guess maybe you guys have seen the machine before and how it works. What I really love about it is the library itself. The quality of the samples it's amazing, and then it's very intuitive and very fast, and just browsing through the sounds and creating your own kit, everything. So I love to use it. Let's say if we want to search for bass drums now, I would go here, browse, samples, and then here you have the types. So I go into drums, and then into kick, and then here subtype, I would go for analog, and then with the jog wheel here, I can just browse through it, and whenever I like something, I just hit it and can start to play and record. What I'm gonna do now though is I'm gonna open the machine project I mean the kit basically, and the beat that I created on the machine, so we don't have to search endlessly for those samples. So let me do that right now. Open. It will be this one. Okay. So I really only used a few sounds actually. Kick drum, and then something for the attack for the kick, and this little hi-hat, and I also used a clap. I love this sound, and this clap here. So let me see where it starts. Yeah, just gotta make sure that it starts at the right point here in this project, because I think it's a bit shifted. Okay, I'm just gonna move everything 2.1, and then it should be right. That's good so far. And then what's cool to use on white noise like this is a ring modulator. So I'm gonna pull up the standard Cubase ring modulator, but you could use any kind of ring modulator plugin. There are a bunch of them out there. But yeah, this one just works fine. And let's play around with it. I'm copying the same low cut again, make it a bit lower after the ring modulator, because the ring modulator adds some kind of rumble mumble in the low end that we don't want. The difference isn't that obvious, but it just sounds, the other one without the ring modulator sounds super clean and you just have white noise, while this one makes it sound a bit dirty or something. It just does something to the sound that I like. Okay, and if we listen to that together with our other sounds.